Hello, first grade friends. This is Mrs. Amundsen, first grade teacher at Shady Lane. And today I am here with a new mystery book. You guys have been learning all about mysteries. And you know that mysteries are super fun books. We know that there is usually a problem. In a mystery, it's called the crime. And there are detectives that try to use clues or look for evidence to solve the crime or the mystery. They do a lot of investigating to find out who the suspects are and eventually who is the criminal. And the whole goal of a mystery, the whole thing that makes a mystery fun to read, is that while you're reading it, you are just like a detective along with the characters in the books, and you are always working to try to solve the mystery before you get to the end of the book. So today we'll be reading a book in the High Rise Private Eyes series. A series is where an author writes more than one book, but each book has the same characters and sometimes it follows the same pattern, and the characters just have different adventures in the different books in the series. So in this book, The High Rise Private Eyes, it's the second book in the series, and it's called The Case of the Climbing Cat. And yes, you got it. This is a mystery. Now, before we get started, let's do a sneak peek. Do you notice there are two characters? It looks like a bunny and maybe a raccoon on the cover. Looks like this bunny has a notebook and a pencil. Ooh, I wonder if that's her detective notebook. I did tell you we'd be reading a mystery, and I noticed something really interesting. This story is called The Case of the Climbing Cat, and let me zoom in. Do you guys notice something? Do you notice a cat climbing a wall back there? I do too. I'm going to do another good habit of readers who take a sneak peek, and when you're reading books in a series, sometimes you check the back to see if there's a blurb, and voila! There is. Maybe we'll get to know the characters a little bit more. It says, an eye-opener. When Miss Nancy sees a cat run off with her binoculars, High Rise Private Eyes Bunny Brown and Jack Jones are on the case. But will they find the binoculars? You guys, we just learned a little bit more before starting the book. We know that Miss Nancy is going to run into a problem. It sounds like her binoculars have gone missing. And it sounds like the private eyes or the detectives in this story are the characters we see here and also on the cover, Bunny Brown and Jack Jones. Oh, so I bet they're going to be the characters looking to solve the mystery. Well, today we're going to read the first two chapters, and tomorrow, don't forget to come back to find out what happens at the end of the mystery. So I'm going to start with the case file. In a high-rise building deep in the heart of a big city lived two private eyes, Bunny Brown and Jack Jones. Bunny is the brains, Jack is the snoop, and together they crack cases wide open. This is the story of case number 002, The Case of the Climbing Cat. Dum-da-dum-dum-dum. Ooh, look at, there's their office. There's their case file, The Case of the Climbing Cat. All right, now, I don't want to skip over the table of contents. It might give me an idea of how the story is going to work. So chapter 1 is called The Balcony. Chapter 2, The Case. These are the first two chapters we will read today. Tomorrow, we'll come back and read chapter 3, Clues. Chapter 4, Solved. Now, the entire time we're reading this, I want you thinking about how this case or this mystery might be solved. I might even stop and think out loud about that as I go. Chapter 1, The Balcony. Bunny liked her balcony. There she is, out on her balcony. She tried to get Jack to sit on it. No thanks, he always said. Oh, come on, said Bunny. Not in the mood, said Jack. Oh, come on, said Bunny. Nope, said Jack. It's not that high, said Bunny. It's 22 stories, said Jack. Pretend it's 21, said Bunny. Are you hungry? Asked Jack. I think it's lunchtime. Are you changing the subject? Asked Bunny. Yes, said Jack. Chinese takeout? Asked Bunny. Well, I'd prefer Mexican, said Jack. We'll get Mexican if you'll sit on my balcony, said Bunny. Boy, I sure could go for some chop suey, said Jack. Now, I'm wondering right now, why Jack won't go out on the balcony. It sounds like Bunny said it was 22 stories high. A story is like a floor in a building. That would be like if Shady Lane or your house had 22 levels or floors. That would be high. I wonder if Jack is a little bit afraid of heights. Chapter 2, the case. Ooh, friends, what do you think the case is? Okay, now I know we got to know Jack and Bunny a little bit in chapter 1, but I'm going back to the title again, The Case of the Climbing Cat, and I'm thinking about the blurb on the back. Ooh, I wonder if the case, this is where we're going to find out about the binoculars that have gone missing. I wonder if we're going to meet a climbing cat. Maybe that cat is the suspect. Maybe that's who they think took it. I don't know, but we should definitely read to find out more information. Bunny and Jack got Chinese takeout. Then they went to Jack's apartment to eat. Jack lived on the ground floor of the high-rise. If you're afraid of heights, why are you living in a high-rise? Asked Bunny. I'm not afraid of heights, said Jack. Well, then why won't you sit on my balcony? Asked Bunny. She was practicing with her chopsticks. It's chilly, said Jack. Jack, it's 94 degrees outside, said Bunny. I'm delicate, said Jack. Ha, said Bunny. Could you pass the thief? Ooh, that looks like it startled them. Somebody else must be yelling thief. Ooh, I wonder if it's that person we read about in the blurb. Could it be Miss Nancy? Is she the one yelling thief from out in the street? The yell came from the hallway. Bunny looked at Jack. Jack looked at Bunny. Our lucky day, said Jack with a grin. Miss Nancy, the piano teacher, was in the hallway panting. Oh, friends, that means she's out of breath. She must have been running toward them. Let me come back to the book. What's up, Miss Nancy? Asked Jack. Somebody stole my binoculars, said Miss Nancy. Where were they? Asked Bunny. On my balcony, said Miss Nancy. Don't you live on the 20th floor, Miss Nancy? Asked Bunny. Yes, said Miss Nancy. Bunny looked at Jack. Uh-oh, Bunny said. Jack pretended not to notice. Then, why are you down here on the first floor? Jack asked. Because I chased him down the steps, said Miss Nancy. Chased who? Asked Bunny. The cat, said Miss Nancy. The cat with my binoculars. Where did he go? Asked Jack. I don't know, said Miss Nancy. He ran around the corner and, oh, let me try to get this in here, disappeared. Oh, friends, I think we have the mystery. The problem is that Miss Nancy lost her binoculars. We have a suspect. She's saying that the cat took her binoculars, so we suspect that the cat might be the thief. It sounds like the cat went down, down, down the high rise. Let's find out more. Said Bunny. Jack, she said, do you know what this means? That was some fast cat? Asked Jack. No, it means we have to visit the scene of the crime, said Bunny. On the 20th floor. On the dun, 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 balcony. Jack thought about it. I feel chilly, he said. Maybe you should go without me. Oh, no, said Bunny. We're on a case. You have to be professional. Can I be professional on my balcony? Asked Jack. You don't have a balcony, said Bunny. You have a yard. Exactly, said Jack. They got into the elevator with Miss Nancy. It started going up. Is anybody hungry? Asked Jack. And that's where we're going to stop. Ooh, chapter 3 is called Clues. So maybe this would be a good time to stop and think. What's happening in the story? Maybe think or tell somebody about what the crime is. And who is the suspect? And who is the victim? The victim means who is the person the crime happened to. That one I'm going to think out loud on. I think it's Miss Nancy, right? She's the one who had her binoculars taken or she's unable to find them. So now I'm going to make a prediction about what's coming up. Chapter 3 is clues. So I'm going to predict that Jack and Bunny are going to start gathering clues in chapter 3 so that they can solve the mystery in chapter 4. I also know that this is going to be a tough case to crack because Jack seems afraid of heights, and it sounds like they have to go to the top of the high rise to look for clues. Ooh. Good luck, Jack and Bunny. I hope they can crack this case. Maybe you're already thinking about how they'll do it. Detectives, meet me back here tomorrow so we can find out what happens in the case of the climbing cat.